I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, everybody. It's December 2nd. We'll go ahead and jump right into the quarterly safety.
Can I have a motion to approve the minutes from the last meeting?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from the last meeting.
I'll second.
The rest of our people, Gideon,
I don't know,
Dawn,
kind of this group, it's on the agenda.
They got the notice, so.
Yes.
Brody, do you have a claim?
Sure. For that, these are bundled together, so. The Mako loss run, on the top, followed by the. On the state fund now, on the bottom. Welcome.
I think before we get started, I owe you a apology.
For what? Over that truck deal. Oh, you were fine. Or that was fine.
I was upset.
No, I totally understand the nature of being upset, and I just wanna make sure everybody here knows that my role is to facilitate. I'm not a claims adjuster, so like
Yeah,
if we have an issue between the carrier, which is in the case of Mako, they're who I consider the carrier, the insurer, and you are the insured. My role is just to facilitate.
I know,
So
but
I mean, I'm not adjusting claims.
I took it out of New Great Harbor.
No, that's all right. It's all fine. So you do have before you the, Mako loss runs, and we can talk about them if you feel like we need to. I think everything is pretty good shape. Anything in there that jumps out at you or that you wanna touch on? Take a moment with those. Hearing nothing, we can move forward unless you guys wanna stop and drill down on one of them. You okay?
Yeah,
Okay. All right, moving forward to the kind of state fund loss, runs that you have before you. As we've talked in the past, I like to look at the, loss runs as a whole. Mark is here too. You might want to drill down on a few things, but I like to look at the indemnity claims first of all. That's really what has a bigger impact on your experience mod. So if you have your indemnity claims are minimal, then that's gonna have a better impact on your experience mod than if you have a lot of indemnity claims. So just looking through we've got one open claim, manual material handling claim that's on the top of page 2. There's some open reserves on that, and there's some indemnity tied to that. And then thumbing through the rest of the claims, we have, so that same employee, we have another indemnity claim on the top of page 5. And that's it for indemnity claims, those two claims. As you've heard me talk before, medical only claims are discounted by NCCI by 70% as it relates to the calculation for your experience mod. But the second that a claim, turns to an indemnity claim, then 100% of that claim goes against you, in your mod calculation. Hence, that is why we are big believers, and you guys have done a nice job of kind of trying to implement the early return to work program, to the extent that you can. It's one of those things that sometimes employers aren't able to do it for a variety of reasons. Maybe, there's nothing available, or maybe, but we always encourage our insurers to, try and, think creatively to try and get those people back to work, because it stops that indemnity claim. And frankly, it's good for employee morale as well to get them back. So, but to the extent that you can try and, work on those indemnity claims, I think it's gonna serve the county and the taxpayers, well for this jurisdiction. So I don't have anything else, Mark. I know this is kind of your opportunity to talk to him. Dan, I worked with Dan on a couple of accounts, and so it was a pleasant surprise to see him show up today. But Mark is the managed safety consultant with the state fund, and he's assigned the account. So happy to turn the floor over to you guys too, if you.
So we already talked about the indemnity things. Are you guys able to get this employee back to work? Is that all going?
He started Monday, like that.
Yeah.
Excellent. And once the injury happens, that's good news, getting back to work as quickly as possible and manage the thing.
I think he started, yeah, I mean.
Good enough.
Do you have any questions on the loss round or anything? Okay. Before we move forward, I'd like to also take an opportunity to hand the commissioners a nice Montana State Fund dividend check. This is for the policy period ending in 2024. It is in the amount of $13,381. So this is a nice return on that 2024 policy period. It represents about a 23% return on premium for that policy period. Keep in mind that dividends can never be guaranteed, but the Montana State Fund has an extremely successful track record of declaring and delivering dividends over the course of the past 27 or 28 consecutive years. So this is a pleasant surprise. I don't know who this should go to, but
Give me out.
that's a nice, and kudos to Granite County for your efforts.
Thank you.
And making that happen.
Safety stuff. She's the one that pushes it.
Yeah, Jackie does a nice job. Thank you for all your effort.
Sure. Thank you.
Good.
So Mark, do you have anything more?
Sure. So the last time we met, Commissioner Adler, you were talking about how to get people to do the inspections and to turn them in. Better?
Been getting them weekly. We got solid waste starting on that too. We've got. They've been coming in weekly.
Okay. Is that the expectation?
Yeah, I think it's working at first, it was a little, how it is, but now it's, every week we get them and then we're getting stuff from solid waste that they should have had them in the day we ask for them weekly. So I think it's covering everything. I mean, if something happens, it's, kind of falls back on them. It's their job and they're there. We're not.
Okay. So that's one of those things I've talked about leading indicators before, things that you do today that impact safety today, in the future. I mean, it's always valuable to look back and see what's happened, because that kind of indicates what is likely to happen tomorrow. Are you guys doing any other leading indicators like, so I asked my policy holders, how many near misses or unsafe acts have been reported or brought to your attention in last month?
None.
Okay, and that's usually the answer. You're not out of whack there. And then the follow-up question is, how many do you think are happening now?
None.
There's something happened that we don't hear about,
Yeah.
because they feel like it's a stupid rule or something they did that they shouldn't, and they don't wanna be embarrassed by saying it, so I'm sure there's stuff that
Oh, yeah.
probably happened, but we haven't heard, and nobody's claimed nothing, so.
So the challenge is, how do you get them to report those things? Cause those, if you draw the triangle of fatality, major injury, minor injury, near miss, unsafe act, we do a whole bunch of unsafe things before it ever almost bites us in the butt. And then we do a whole bunch of those, or we have a whole bunch of those before we get a minor injury and so on, back up the pyramid. So if we focus on the bottom, the unsafe acts and the near misses, get people to report those.
I think that to do it, you just gotta get the respect of the supervisor, not being scared to come out and actually say I did something and not worrying about the.
Well, we even implemented $25 gift cards.
Yeah, I remember that.
No one
Don't
don't
you think?
So,
It's
We still
pretty
have
much,
them.
you know, it is,
Yeah.
don't like saying nothing.
Sure.
If we get, you know, it's coming, it's slow, it's just.
I think it's a culture thing. I think it
Absolutely.
takes time, and I think if, they know, that this isn't retaliatory in any way, shape or form. This is to make us as a county safer and better for our taxpayers and our employees. I think that that's the message. And Mark is spot on. You can learn so much from doing this. And, you know, and again, not to take someone to the woodshed that has one, that's not the point. It's
Yeah.
really to learn, hey, this happened and what could we do to prevent it? You know, it could have been bad, but what can we do to prevent it from occurring in another department perhaps, or in this very same department, so that we can all learn together. That's the idea, I think, is
Yeah,
a culture shift.
They need to be told, you know, yeah, you know, sorry it happened, but not be, well, what the hell did you do that for?
Right.
You know, you're gonna have to try to learn how to deal with what they bring to the table, not just criticize them. right away.
And I think if the department heads hear from the commissioners, I think that gives them the ability then to say, you know, this is coming from the top. It's not meant to be retaliatory, if that's not it at all. This is meant for all of us to learn and to be better. I think if that message gets sent, you know, and I know you're doing that, but if it gets, you know, repeated from time to time, I think that would help.
I'll send Jackie a PowerPoint presentation of this guy that talks about near misses and the 8 things that are wrong with it. And then one of the things you hit on is, well, they're negative for one thing. But people don't want to report them because of that negativity. So the way to put a positive spin on them is not call them near misses. Let's come up with a different name. And this whole thing kind of lays it out. I don't want to hijack the whole meeting, but put a positive spin on it, change the name. Define the near miss. Sometimes you'll do something, well, was that a near miss or not? I don't know if it rises to that level. So if it's defined as anything that can help the employee, the county, the taxpayers, the residents, then let's call it whatever we call it, but not a near miss. And, it really
Yeah.
spoke to me. I thought it was a really great spin on changing the perception and changing the culture.
I work really closely with Jefferson County, and one thing that they did that really kind of moved the needle was the solid waste and the road department. Is they asked folks to bring near misses to their supervisors or ideas for safety improvements. Those are kind of the 2 caveats to that. And whoever did so, they were put into a bucket, and every quarter they pulled out some kind of prize for it. So there was a little bit of a carrot. And they continued to do it every quarter, and man, like that took off like crazy. And it started slow, but then as Mark said, once they were able to define, oh, it actually wasn't near miss, and luckily no one was injured, yet we can still do an incident investigation, have corrective actions. I think if that's how it's explained, that under different circumstances, you could have been injured, but you weren't. But luckily, we can still take corrective action to prevent that into the future. And I think once it was explained to their folks within that county in particular, I mean, that really kind of moved the needle for them.
Yeah, it's something, I think we're coming quite a ways though.
Yeah.
When we first started, cause we kind of stepped up to the plate, all of us, just the way it's gonna be. You know, we kind of let it go and just not much, now it's like, no, you're doing that. You're good. Yeah, I mean, it has to be done.
From the top and then the bottom, has to trust you guys and then meet in the middle.
You gotta speak up with that.
I'll send you what I have on near misses too,
Oh, okay.
but I know we've sent it a couple times, it's just getting the program off the ground.
Do you have anything else?
Nope, I don't have any updates unless you guys need anything from me.
Well, so Brody and I worked yesterday, on updating the emergency action plan and putting in the new elevator offices. We're gonna meet afterwards and kind of go over that, what needs to be changed on that. And then you guys, we're doing the E3 security system starting the 1st of January.
What's that? Phone stuff.
Is that for the elevator?
No, that's everything would go over to the sheriff's office and it's on your phone and they can tell it exactly where somebody's at. So I think in updating the EAP for the courthouse, we can put that in there and take the panic buttons out.
Okay.
And then update that section.
Cause we talked about it, just gotta go ahead with it, we go ahead with.
Yeah, it's supposed to go into effect sometime in January. We did do an IPOS county-wide test on the 28th. We had a lot of people say they did get it and some didn't get it. Val did great about putting the directions in on how to set your phones in Android and
Did you get it?
iPhone.
I got it, boy, it scared the hell out of me. I'm just like, beep. I go shit now what? That'll cause an accident.
So, I was kind of working on the safety trainings. We do a monthly safety training. And if people send it back and sign it, then they get a $50 bill at the end of the year.
Wow, not a bad deal.
No, so, I just have 2 departments that have returned none, and I guess I don't think it's my job to go find them.
No.
So,
Which two departments? Sheriff,
no, they're great.
road. Well, they're not exposed to any hazards.
Yeah, I know. So anyhow, so, yeah, that's gone well this year. Everybody's very receptive of sending those, which help when we get an audit, things like that. So only a lot of them we use that Brody sends us, so on the monthly pages. So other than that, I think that's it. Do we have a motion to adjourn? Or has anybody else got anything else or public comment, I should ask?
I don't. Guess they were all coming through, we're doing a good job and appreciate you.
Yeah. Well,
Someone raised their hand. Scott.
Go ahead. Go ahead, probably comment on the safety, just the safety.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, just on the safety.
Thank you. This is Elena Gagliano. First of all, it's kind of hard to hear you and to hear who's speaking. There were no introductions, so that was kind of hard following it. And then I'm sorry. Next thing is just a reminder that effective January, there's going to be a change. The new county website is going into effect. And I recommend that the safety committee reviews their new page just to make sure that all the information is complete, accurate, like the documents, agendas, meetings. Because again, effective next month, it'll all be gone. So that's just a recommendation so that everything will be complete and not lost. Thank you.
So with no more public comment, do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
Or a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Good seeing you, everybody. Thanks.
Thank you all.
Merry Christmas to everybody.
Merry Christmas. Yeah, you don't wanna do it, this stuff. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I'll say that. You know where to put it.
Sorry,
I'm not sure.
Oh, I got,
10 miles an
yeah,
hour.
that's what I did when I was coming out.
Oh, thank you very much.
Check the turn, 10 miles an hour.
It is say if I cause a workers' comp claim with the chair, I'm gonna.
Yeah, from.
Historically, what does the county do with dividends, just for my? Yeah.
We put it back in comp insurance.
Great.
Well,
It's always, just kind of need for me to know what the other counties are doing.
Right, going in there now.
Thanks for letting me say. No, same thing. Comp fund, they call it. They use a little bit for the incentives, for the quarterly drawings and stuff.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Take care, y'all.
Drive
Thank
safe.
you.
Paul, a quick question about the agenda today. Did you guys have any of the, anything regarding the ambulance on the agenda later this morning? Okay.
There's a, I think, sheet over there,
There.
the agenda.
I think they all walked. I looked at it the
They
other
take them
day.
all?
Yeah, I
Did
looked
they
at
call?
it, yesterday and I didn't see anything.
No, he's not here. He's actually on for the like 16th maybe,
Okay.
TBD, but he's gone right now, so. This all can hear it sound.
Stop printing.
It is, but it beeps after every print. That's some power.
You see the Missoula trouble last night?
What's that?
Missoula traffic trouble last night?
Was there?
It was just, I guess the whole city got shut down.
Huh?
It was a sheet of ice.
Yeah.
They were, I don't know how they do that, but it was like, not, only emergency traffic,
Oh, really?
no non-emergency traffic.
Yeah, I talked to my dad last night. He lives in Missoula. He never said anything about it.
Maybe it was one of those posts, those state posts online, but I don't think it was.
Well, I needed on that too, so I needed on that too, so thank you.
Sorry about that. Personal stuff you say. All righty.
We got 5 minutes, so, or,
Okay.
I, Blanche took the check over.
Yeah, she's in the
Oh,
clerk and recorder's office.
yeah, I don't know what they do. I didn't understand Sarah's why they didn't wanna do it today. Cause she said she had to do something, Don Davis's, I don't, I just. Okay. Payroll? No, on the tobacco, I guess,
Right.
I guess we pay them and then, cause we haven't. How's it going?
Excellent. How are you?
All right. We got a few more minutes before we get going.
Just another pre-skiing winter day. Not much to do if the ski hill's not open.
Yeah.
Well, there is, but
How much snow to get up on? It's gotta be.
I don't know.
Do you work up there too, or?
I'm volunteering this year with, the race team, the kids' race team,
Oh, cool.
but, I'm usually up there. Tuesday, if I'm coming into a Tuesday morning meeting in January or February here, I'll probably be in my ski pants.
Right?
I don't know, they were moving, they had, some of the cats moving snow around. Like they push it from the base up, and they had that going on the last couple of days.
They're making snow the last couple of weeks.
But they don't have, like that big pond on the backside, they don't have water rights to blow snow from on the backside, right?
Just their snowmakings on the front.
Or the money for the equipment.
Yeah.
No.
You know, yeah, but if you do that, just indicate where they are and then. Looks like it's going up that way now. They're supposed to go over it today.
It'd be great if it just like the storm just centered around the mountain and only snowed there.
Yeah.
Well, they said they got 2 inches there, Clinton and a friend of mine there in Missoula and shit. Maxwell, the wind blew it away. Never had nothing. Yesterday I went calving up, I drove all the way to Garnett and there was probably 5 inches is all. Up top. Yeah, even still, usually this time of year, right, so maybe, I don't know. I was all over, drove all the way through Saddle Mountain everywhere yesterday.
Turn left. March.
Morning. All right, so we'll go ahead, we're a couple minutes early, we'll go into the board minutes for November 25th, 2025.
I make a motion, we accept the board minutes from November 25th, 2025.
I'll second it. Public comment? Being none? In favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, carried. We'll go into correspondence. Morning. Glenn.
Jack, real fast. That's your call. Yeah.
All right, the first one's from Jackie Bolter on a CWPP kickoff notes with Great West. These are notes from the meeting they had and,
Oh.
you wanna look over?
Just didn't want you.
Next, this is that Riddick Field Beacon test, and it's on December 3rd, 2025. The beacon will come on at sunset and operate until approximately 8 p.m. And it has a, please email riddickfield@gmail.com with any concerns, but he's gonna try it tomorrow. I wanna make sure everybody knows this, been on the website and everything.
Got emailed out, I think, too, yeah, emailed out.
Just did, I text people that I knew at the meeting. Just February. And I think it's on the sheriff's department Facebook.
The next one, from Alex. I don't know how to say his last name anyway, and it's on permitting reform letter to Montana members of Congress, Tim Plate, doc. And it's in a bipartisan comprehensive permitting reform, Montana Citizens Climate Lobby. She's out of Sweetgrass County. I don't know how you say her last name. The next one's from Great West, and it's on a task order number 14, community fire protection plan update, Granite County on-call emergency services. This is with Great West.
Want me to put that on the agenda next week?
Yep. And the last one is Granite Justice Court #1, this person. And that's it on correspondence. Any public comment? Alrighty, we'll go ahead and jump into public comment.
Morning, everyone. Jack Foster. I just have a couple quick things regarding the airport. I've been trading emails back and forth with the airport board on a couple items. Do meeting recordings for the airport board. They currently don't do them. I think they should. I'm assuming it's fairly easy. I've spoken with Miranda. That's just a button you click and record and then upload, online. I'd like you guys to possibly look into that. And then last week, Scott, we talked about the logbooks that used to be down at the airport. I guess right now there's none. I've looked for like old logbooks, trying to verify how many flights are flying into the airport. On the master plan that, the KLR master plan, KLM, whatever who submitted it, the engineering firm. They estimate since 2018, about 2,000 flights a year that are coming in and out of the airport. You guys have been here longer than I am, but I'm seeing, 200 to 400 flights maybe a year. So
Are they counting the stop and drops of the fire that people into? I thought that was involved in that. They were counting, like when they had the planes coming in and the helicopters, they were trying to keep it all on record and they were using that.
Sure.
That might not come up as a regular airplane coming in at all.
yeah, I think it's just total flight, regardless of use, it's just total flights. But that number, it seems like can't be verified by anything, by a logbook, it's just an estimate based on the size of the town and how many. Having a logbook in there, I think like we talked about last week, would help with verify those numbers and in turn know who's flying into the airport. I don't know if it's as simple as just getting a book down there and saying, okay, go, but
Yeah, there's a sign-in book, just one regular.
I know it's not a requirement for an airport this size, according to the airport board. I think it would be good to have one there. Last item I have for you guys, I did get a copy of the Montana Department of Transportation grant for the beacon. Did get a copy of that, and I requested some other information from the airport board, and they're referring me to the clerk's office, which, that's where I should be getting the information that they've acquired and submitted. I'm looking for, there was a spreadsheet of the beacon costs that was provided by the airport board as a screenshot and then taken down. I'm looking for that piece and any receipts to vendors. I've seen some in the 2026 budget. It's just a number, as far as I know, it's just a number in who got paid, though it's not a descriptive receipt of like what services were provided. So those two things have not been submitted to the clerk's office. I was in there yesterday looking for them. And, I don't know if that's a message from you guys at the airport board saying, hey, either file these or supply them to us, but I'm looking for those two sets of items.
Anything that was paid out would have gone through the clerk and recorder's office. We'll have to look into that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
The receipts kind of, they're kind of just backup, but the airport board did have an Excel spreadsheet that they had line item, each vendor, what it was for and the amount paid.
You can get that out of the clerk and recorder's office. You just ask them for a detailed report from the airport.
They didn't have it. I asked them yesterday.
Well, they have to have it.
Okay.
Because there's a budget there and it has to be, so you just say, I want the detailed report from the airport.
Yeah, that's exactly what I asked them, Blanche, and they did not have it.
They
we'll
have
follow-
to, we paid any,
Yeah, we'll follow, we'll follow up with
if
it.
we
They
pay
had-
anything out of the airport board, it's a record.
They had some
And-
records on like they had a 2026 budget, like so far from June through the current time frame. They had it and they had an item here, an item there, what I was looking for is the Excel spreadsheet that, that Donovan had given us a screenshot of. He's got the record, we just want a copy of it.
So
He has it.
He had, I think it's his own Excel document, his own way of tracking.
We can ask him to get it if he hasn't read it. We
Okay,
can see.
I'm sorry, I just need to understand, what are you asking for? Are you asking for expenditures from the airport board? Are you asking what was spent out of that fund?
The $65,000 for the beacon, the expenditures with that project.
Yeah. And did we pay the 65,000? Was the grant money given to us and then it went through grant fund into possibly the treasurer's office? They should have a record. We have to have a record that 65,000 came out of.
I saw some of the expenditures, it was hard to go through it, but I know that there's an Excel spreadsheet that just has everything really concise.
Well, the Excel spreadsheet would have to come from the airport board because they don't
Sure.
work with an Excel spreadsheet when they do expenditures.
Yeah,
It's a
I believe
report from our software.
it's Donovan's Excel spreadsheet.
Well, just have to ask him to get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if he's using that as a tool for expenditure tracking, shouldn't that be public record? Shouldn't we be able to get a copy of it?
Well, he can't use that for a tool for expenditure
Okay.
tracking. He needs to get that, when you send in the claims, do you understand?
Yeah,
Into the clerk recorder's office, they pay the bill, and it comes right out of that fund, and they have a record of every bill that's been paid out of that airport fund
But-
on their system.
But if he's keeping a record or whatever, that's fine, it's just, it's a public document, so yeah, we gotta.
Well, the proof in the pudding
Yeah.
is the clerk recorder's office.
Sure, we could take that Excel spreadsheet and look at, I thought there was like only four items that were paid. We could take that Excel spreadsheet and go into the budget and match up each expenditure. I don't even need to go that far. If he's got a document with everything listed,
Right,
that's what we're
but
gonna look at.
if that's something that he's keeping a record of, he needs to file it with the
Correct.
recorder.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that's something that the county does not look at his spreadsheet.
Yep.
They look at what's come out of the clerk and recorder's
And I
office.
specifically
that-
asked them for that spreadsheet because we saw it last week. The airport board meeting was almost 2 weeks ago now. We saw it, but they don't have a record of it. So we're just asking for a copy.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't wanna speak for him, if he has it.
there's a paper trail of 65,000.
Sure.
Ask him. I mean, otherwise they don't get it.
Yeah, we'll just have to find it, how it came through. If it possibly came through, it could possibly went through the treasurer's office but the 65,000 that they paid for, the grant money came in and half come out of the airport.
Yeah, well, you guys have that on, you guys approve those expenditures, so yeah, we gotta have them.
And it possibly wouldn't be in 26,
25.
it'd be in 25.
Yeah. Is it?
You said 26. so-
I know, I thought the fiscal year was like June to June,
June to July, the end of
June
July.
to July. So anything from like this June going on
So we're in
is
fiscal
26.
26 right
Yes.
now.
And I thought because it just got completed, August, September, I thought that the expenditures were in the 26 fiscal year. But
Probably 25.
the year, for me, the year's irrelevant. I just wanted to see that spreadsheet that was created and all the items that were on it. That's-
Well, you'd have to ask, like I said, the airport board, because we wouldn't have the spreadsheet unless they filed it. Because we wouldn't work off a spreadsheet to pay bills.
Sure, and I've asked them for other information, and anything I've asked them for, I have some correspondence I could share with
Okay.
you, but anything I'm asking them for, they're just like, clerk and recorder. You get it from them, not us, but they did not have this document.
Yeah. I don't wanna say nothing without him here.
Yeah.
You've got it, I'm sure he'll
I'm
be,
not doing that.
I'm sure he'll share it with you guys,
You
or.
gotta remember too, they're just volunteer. I mean, this is why a lot of people don't wanna be on board, all of
Yeah.
a sudden it comes right back and it's, nobody's perfect, but you can be on the board.
No,
and
I'm
stuff,
not
too.
saying he's late with that document,
It makes it kinda sound like he spent some money he shouldn't have or something.
I would like
That's the
to,
way
I've
it's
seen
taken
some,
it, but
I've seen some expenditures on there I would like to look into, including an expenditure paid back to him for some supplies, so you're right, I'm not blaming anyone, I would just like documentation to, if everything's good, then,
That's fine.
well, thank you.
Yep.
Is there any other public comment? Being none, we'll go ahead and, we got a few minutes, we'll wait a couple minutes. Paul won't be in today's on vacation.
Yeah.
Got a couple, 2 weeks or a week, I'm not sure what he said. Gotta get, he was just. They cover in 5 days, they went to that, split guys up,
Right.
Monday through Fridays covered. If it's bad, they'll come out on Saturdays. He got the iron for I could wait. He got the iron for that other truck and it should be down here in the next couple of days, I hope. He had it special ordered. These irons drawn up.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. I'll read that.
Well, if we paid anything, it's gonna be in Cook and Cook's office.
Maybe he don't have his whole spreadsheet filled out
The,
yet.
the receipts we'll have, and then we can, I
The
can talk
receipt would
to
be on the actual claim.
Yeah, so you just need, But
I don't know what he's asking for.
he wants copies of that and then that spreadsheet.
Cause there's some stuff he wants to check in on, like he just said that Donovan paid himself back or something. Well, maybe he went and got something.
And the receipt
That's it.
in. Yeah, that happens. I mean, I buy stuff for my office and get reimbursed, so it's okay to be a check on government, we just provide it to them.
I know, but if he's gonna come in, he should put it on the agenda for Donovan can defend himself. Cause we're sitting here answering him and not really, I mean, we're saying we'll do this and that, but it'd be nice to have Donovan, he could tell them, what I did.
Yeah, that, any public comment, you can say, hey, we're gonna stop me, we're gonna have to we're gonna have to set a hearing on it, or a meeting on it.
Well, I figured we'll probably have 2 weeks, we'll probably put it on the agenda after, find out, give him a week to, he's got a lot of stuff to check on that beacon, so next week it won't be on. I think it should be the week after, just to give him more time. Are you guys good with that?
I'm gonna be in town tomorrow night and driving around town to see if I see the beacon, so encourage you guys to do the same. Got the time. Yes, time. It's I mean, I just like to know for myself.
Yeah.
Better
for practice anyway.
Yeah,
Look at it after
yeah.
practice.
Oh, I'm sure there'll be videos. Now I'll try to make it, at least when it gets dark. Or daytime, I just worry that, and then something happens and then people that didn't want are gonna be the first ones in here saying.
Yeah.
I'm just scared that, they don't like the nuisance of it now, but then if something in their family, somebody gets hurt or something, they can't do this and that, then they're coming right back at us, why did you?
Public safety issue is big. In fact, I think,
That's my
the ambulance folks, fire folks, sheriff's office should be invited when they have a meeting on the beacon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this next time, cause we're learning more on it all the time, boy, there's stuff and then.
Just need everyone's
It's gonna
input.
come back with different stuff, but. It takes time to try to get everything lined out, so after a couple of weeks, we'll put it on the agenda. And we will put it upstairs or whatever.
I think a lot of these people gotta understand too, that are moving in here, we're getting bigger and bigger and bigger, so everything else has to grow with that.
Safety's a big deal. I mean, if something happens, it comes right back to us. And that's the whole thing, is, you gotta look at that.
Okay, when it came in last fiscal year, not this fiscal year. It came in September 24.
I wonder if Miranda could work with Becky and see if she can find those receipts.
Yeah.
That work.
And Becky was the one helping.
Could you print that
yesterday.
off so we have it too, cause we're getting.
I'll ask, Donovan about the spreadsheet. Get a file.
So this, what this is a detailed report of when the money came in and it's State of Montana Beacon Project. And it was posted 9/24. So, yeah, that's last fiscal year. So if he only looked for this fiscal year, he didn't find anything.
Right.
A lot of times they get them grants, you know, we just sign through, give the approval, and they take care of it. We don't, I mean, I don't understand a lot of stuff they do out there.
Yeah, but it all came through you guys. I mean, all it was, yeah, it was done. An open meeting.
That's why I said that, you know, they're just volunteers, so they're not a paid person out there, so if he uses his own expense to go do stuff, he should be reimbursed. That's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah,
You know, I mean, and his time and that, it's just,
yeah, but it's okay to look into it. It's not okay to make allegations beforehand. He wasn't
He was pretty close.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
To say what?
I mean, there's a distinction between, just saying I'm gonna look into it versus allegations, but yeah.
well, that's the way. it was
Into
saying.
what? Where we illegally did something or what?
That was,
Is that what
that was
he's-
applied.
That's why I asked. Cause I mean, beating around the bushes, come on, say it.
But you're right, that, volunteer board, I'd have meeting on it and that probably should be closed if there's issues,
A lot of time, them guys, they do this stuff and then they don't get to write to the next day doing paperwork and stuff. I mean, that's just volunteer. You gotta leave a little bit of, you know, I mean, we're thankful to have them even on. It's like people don't want to be on board for something. It's just easy to say no.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's what I asked, you can be on there.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, and it was paid in August of 24. It was all paid for in August of 24.
but I think that's what the confusion.
And then there was a payment in January of 25, but apparently it was an overpayment. So, and then Northwestern Energy, new construction for the tower. So, but they did receive it, the money.
That's the only thing I remember signing and seeing since I've been here was the Northwestern power that they had to run in. It was like 9,000 or something for that.
When was that?
That's the only thing I remember is Northwestern Energy one.
Okay,
Maybe I have that one.
so it'd still be in, that would have been 25.
He just asked for 26.
Yeah, so if you ask them for 26, they wouldn't have it.
Right.
Are we between? Are
I
we,
was just about ready to start road thing, but I just weren't like, we're fine.
'cause I was
It's nice to know. Go ahead. We can talk, we can go ahead into the road thing.
I'll just tell them that
You
they
just-
were looking.
We'll go ahead into road and bridge, but like I said, Paul's gone for a week, maybe 2 weeks. Not much going on, plowing. Gonna have to, I know yesterday morning, they had to hit their gulch and boy, it was slick, but they all lined out now.
Parts of Missoula, they were closing yesterday, didn't they? The ice, sheet of ice.
So that one guy just said when he went in earlier.
Yeah, it was slick going up. I mean, it wasn't plowed or nothing yet. It was just one of them. It came Saturday. I mean, it's weird how, like Missoula got 2 inches last night. We never got nothing.
Yeah, it's pretty sporadic.
It's kind of hard to play the game, but they're all out going. So that's the main thing. I don't know anything else. That's,
Next week's supposed to be back up in the 40s, so everything will melt off, but it did.
well, it never really froze down there either. Cause I see, you know, these hunters that have been all over a lot of our roads, they got ruts bad.
It's froze that rock creek hard.
Yeah, so yeah, down that way, it did get that. I went up over the Mullen Road, cause there was complaints about the cattle guard sticking up, but it's a non-maintained road, and the ranchers put in the cattle guard, and it's bad, I don't know what, I got a call in town that.
On Molten Trail West or East?
It's down on go up over past, you go down, turn there at Converts and you come back up over, it's not the road.
Oh, yeah, oh, okay, you're talking
Yeah, it's not
down by the
maintained.
interstate.
It's some pretty rough, there's probably next spring, maybe a guy can go through there with a grader, ditch it a little bit and the water's sad, but I mean, trying to compete with 5,000 hunters up and down the tree, because
Was that one talked about before, that?
it's Radke's and
Yeah.
guys there, and Jonas, Radke's, Peterson's, but Peterson's are on this side of the tower, they're not complaining, but the other side they've tore it, it's pretty crappy.
Who's Jonas?
George he owns ground down there, he's a nice guy.
Good.
He just wishes there's some way a guy could stop him like during the hunting season going up that county road, cause they're just ripping it to pieces. And we went to the Fish and Game that time, I remember, they're the ones that put out all these permits. And we end up, the taxpayers paying for all this due to the fact, cause they can't give nothing to us, they say. But they're the ones
Fishing,
that's down all the damn permits and abusing the roads. I mean, as tight as money is, there's something's gotta change. I mean, they're getting so much money off the tags and everything else. They should be something that they have to help us fix our roads.
Remember Fish and Game wanted us to, wanted the commission to, close parking along Rockford Road there in a section. And then he said, no, you can't do that. 2 weeks later, Missoula County got sued and lost for doing that same thing for blocking or saying no parking along the county. There's no statutory authority for it. Well, no, the fishing access there by Bernie's, wasn't it? Or,
All up at the.
yeah.
But they tried.
Or Scalco. Scout Road.
There.
Yeah, right there, yeah, right, yeah. Close to the intersection, so.
Anyway, is there any public comment on road and bridge?
Nothing to report.
I guess that he's gone on vacation, they're plowing and pretty much that's about all I have. That steel came in and he should have that other truck done here in a couple days. They're on that split shift, so it's covered from Monday to Friday and they'll come out on Saturday if there's an emergency,
Did we need to check with them, being Paul isn't there, on making sure the dump site road is plowed and sanded and?
I'll call, they go out there, 'cause that's the
I know,
main
but
road, they
just-
plow. I just think nobody worked this weekend and that's kind of, is staying at it.
Well, he wasn't open yesterday either.
They're not gonna come out and plow the dirt road, but there's only half an inch of snow too.
And it's like everywhere, this is the first freezing we got wet snow,
Like that
I mean,
every
you gotta
year.
have a little patience, these guys are out on the bus runs and stuff that are, not saying that ain't but I mean, these other, they get there.
Well, can we tell them to drop off some sand?
Yeah, we can see if they'll take a half load out there even, and then he can scoop it out with his backhoe if he's not
Yeah.
worried about by the gate and that, but if they get there when they can, he's referenced, well, that other guy was there before, well, there's more roads and stuff to take care of now, and it's just not that easy to say, he's gonna be there at 8 o'clock.
Right.
Okay,
Where's that at?
then we have a complaint on,
Oh,
I'll pass it on to Paul, and he can tell, maybe, or I can call Johnny or something, he can pass it on, just take a little bit out there. They don't need a full load of it, just what they do. Yeah. All right, well, we'll go ahead and move on to the belly dump
Billy dump.
from utility trailer sales. We agreed on it, it's here in the thing, Go ahead and accept it, 42,670, it's the same place as we bought the other one that's identical to it, it's a year newer. So I guess I'd entertain a motion, go ahead and accept it.
I'll make a motion that we accept what?
Kelly, dump.
The belly dump.
Purchase the
Pay
belly
for it? Purchase the belly dump.
And would you explain, being this open, how we're doing it, and then it comes back, we're taking out, you know?
Okay, now, on the belly dump, it's in the budget.
Yeah,
Budgeted like
Yeah.
60,000 for
Yeah.
the belly dump.
so you're under.
So
budget.
that's in this year's budget for the
Yeah.
belly dump.
I'll second it.
Public comment? If none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Oh.
Yeah. See where it took them. There you go.
So I don't know where she marked it 31.
That was 34. I was out on that pickup. you
Yeah,
talked-
subtracting the purchase price from insurance reimbursement, it would have been 29.9,
Okay.
but there might have been some more. Is there some more expenses?
I don't know, I think it was just a salvage and the insurance.
So 29.9 is what, is going to be the loan?
Unless
Or is it 30?
missing something.
Is that the 31,000?
So yeah, I also saw the number 30,419, so I'm not sure where that number came from.
That came from Sarah, and that was the insurance payment and then the extra money that they got, the $1,600.
Okay, maybe I would talk
Yeah.
about that.
Miranda, did we possibly have the grant application in the airport?
I looked in there yesterday, briefly. Those old ones, but
There should be a copy
I
with
didn't.
in the airport,
Not the old stuff.
any application for acceptance for the beacon.
What is it? KLGJ, that what you were looking for? We're talking about that acronym. That's the engineering firm, right?
Yeah. Which? Just never know where stuff ends up.
Alright. Just file it like Scott does. He's organized over there.
I know where my stuff is. Somebody moves it, and I'm like, okay.
Right.
Well, and Becky said he was like a bull in the china shop over there.
Yeah,
Cool.
that guy yesterday screaming, yelling.
Yeah, we gotta stop that, but I mean,
There's a password there.
What's his point?
Here's one.
Is he trying to close the airport for what?
oh, but
That we
that's
don't
why-
need the airport?
Hey, Blanche, did all this for the beacon and everything, would this be under the master plan for 2020?
So if there's possibly they didn't turn it into us, that we should.
Well, I'm just wondering if there's like the master plan
Oh, that's the,
part of it.
yeah, that grant. I'm to explain, I've got all this money from the FCC.
So the purchase price on the truck was 46,814, and I had 295, so yeah, I'll correct that.
Okay, so is that what that should be there for?
Yeah, so 30,419
Yeah,
for,
okay.
okay.
I
I think there was 2 trucks.
and all this was, all was a.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, that was just.
Yeah.
Where the Dodge?
So far.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have a task for them for that, but. That's something.
For Crawford Airport.
What are we trying to find?
She asked for the grant. Application for that,
65,000.
yeah, for the future.
Just so. If we're missing our paper trail, we need to make sure that,
This was 14, so.
I remember signing it, and it back, did we get it actually back, but I
Right.
remember signing.
Blanche, this is it.
you should have a copy of it.
Usually we always do it, unless we got.
Did you find it?
That what it's looking for. That's a grant for something.
The grant for,
But
yeah.
that grant, I remember it was,
That's from 22 to year 25, so. Is it that Beacon grant?
Oh, this is the, for the study. That was $258,850.
and that KLM didn't have nothing to do with the Beacon.
Yeah, they
Beacon was
didn't
a
have anything to do with
different grant.
I just saw it.
Yeah,
the
no,
grant period
yeah.
was between.
And that's when he was saying, well, he wanted that KLM. KLM was doing
Right,
how we said, grant study and whether that airport would even make it to the standards that you could do all this stuff.
and this was the study, you said, Blanche? The funding
Yeah.
for the study?
Yeah.
For the whole, yeah,
The Beacon
That
stuff
was-
was a separate grant.
Separate, then,
Okay.
That
okay.
was through that, yeah, I thought the Beacon grant come through that luxury,
It's through the DOT, right?
well, we won't be in the, it's through the transportation, but it's not. I remember seeing planes and we signed it.
It's through someone.
they're for the state.
Yeah.
So whatever they have attached to that A101 is all in the treasury funds.
All this is.
I know we had a plane here, we signed it.
Yeah.
He had, Jay Donovan bring it back, cause remember, he was gonna take it and get that other signature, did we get it back from Don?
I
Cause
can,
the day we signed it, I handed it to him,
let me look at my emails.
I remember that, even him and his wife.
And we didn't get a copy of
I
it.
don't think, I thought he was, yeah, I don't know,
Okay,
I don't think we did, but I remember signing it, handing it. Cause we had it on the end of the week, before, and then the next week we signed it.
Right,
I might have it in my email then, in a scan.
I might just ask Don where
Or
he
ask
has it, 'cause
Yeah,
I guess I should've went and got it.
yeah, if we can find it.
yes, yeah, I'll do
If
some,
not, we need to get a hold of him and
get a copy.
get a copy. Cause everything, and tell them everything that they do has to be in this courthouse too,
Yes,
with grants and stuff.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do some digging.
Okay, can I go over there real quick?
sure.
Yeah.
Or may I go over there real quick? Can I, if I'm able?
The plane changing that for the pickup process.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember us doing it, and I just,
Yeah, I don't work in super simple.
we can do this, go over this DNRC, it's just a renewal of the aggregate take and remove permit one. Just make a motion that we accept it,
I see the royalties went up a quarter.
yeah, we'll go ahead and call, in favor on it. It's just something we do every year anyway. to make sure
keep that from that.
We don't lose it.
I'll second it.
Okay,
Aye.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll mail that out. $20. Yes.
We approved it last week anyway.
Yeah.
I can read these questions.
Not much going on.
Alright, well, we can go ahead and get the solid waste, Lance is in looking up a grant thing. We have the weekly reports here. We've been talking about it already. We'll get some sand out there for them, but they'll plow it when they plow. And they can't make special all of a sudden. It's not like they haven't ever missed it.
Right.
It's on their schedule.
Oh, there she goes.
so that is Jack Foster is his name. Do you have an email for him?
I do.
Well, you were doing that last week. That we did that grant that we, or not grant, that
Right.
permit for the gravel, we agreed.
Oh, okay.
I think it-
Okay, sorry.
No, no, that's, we need to figure that out.
It's all email it to you.
We talked about getting some sand out there to the,
Yes,
no plow when they plow.
yeah. So you called them or called something?
That was your own version.
I have to get them.
That adding up.
Right, we'll go ahead and we've addressed it, the solid waste district weekly report. I'll call them, see if they can get half a load out there, load sand out there. And then the backhoe purchase, I brought the contract in, the purchase of that, and we took it in, signed it. I guess we just approved it. It comes out of that bill, pay that.
So did you need any further explanation on how we're doing this coming out of Pilton?
I think you should do it again, just so everybody understands how this is working. If you want, Lance, I think it'd be good for the public.
I'll chime in. So, yeah, the county commission had, or the county had certain expenses here this fiscal year that were unexpected but necessary. They weren't budgeted for. County has PILT, which is discretionary funds of commission. So the commission has decided to purchase those items from PILT and the loans would be repaid. So the expenses were for the backhoe for solid waste. As the current backhoe is in irrepair, not used, not effective. The extension office truck, there was an accident, it was totaled, so it needed a new truck, the extension agent. And the Third one was modifications to the needed modifications to the Drummond ambulance. And so all three entities, county entities will pay those back over time. The ambulance will be 1 year, is my understanding, and the backhoe and truck over a period of years. With no interest, and that's, the commission can charge interest if you wanted, but it's kind of paying interest to yourself.
Well, we're not very a bank, we're just kind of covering,
Yeah.
making sure we got plans.
We're not in business to profit.
Hey, well, thanks, Blaine,
Yeah.
appreciate it. I guess we'll go ahead and move on to the dam tenders report. It's 6427.92, it's at 18.96. Last week it was 19.32, and we're at 10 CLs. Recommendation?
What do you think, Paul?
Favor.
Keep it at 10?
I'm good.
We can't go more than 10, right?
Correct, can't go more than 10, and it's actually, they increased a little bit at 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, the USGS gauge shows it at 16, do you see that?
No,
So it shows alpha, but that's in, I mean, every year it seems like I have
We have
an
truck
issue with
lots.
that, yeah.
in the winter time with that USG, always a lot of trouble, and they were gonna recalibrate it, fix it, so it's better, and we pay that money, I don't know how you check in them.
It starts icing up and everything. I think just probably confirm with Paul Fallon that it's correct, but yeah, I'll do that.
Thank you.
I'll motion to stay at 10 CFS.
I will second it.
Public comment? Being none, all in favor? Motion carried, pass. I guess we kinda jumped ahead of ourselves. They think we got it covered. Excellent.
How's the Granite Prospectors looking?
Beat up still. I
Yeah,
don't know. We didn't we had practice, last practice we had was Tuesday last week, and I just gave them 5-6 days, like, go be kids for a while. We were pretty rusty last night, but
yeah. Yeah, in the long run, they'll pay off.
oh yeah, just getting healed up. I think I talked to Levi too, I think they ended up practicing Wednesday too, but then gave them a whole weekend
Yeah.
off too, and they didn't get healed up from football.
Yeah, I needed it.
Just mentally too, just like
It's a long season,
go
that's
be
fun.
kids, go hunting, go have fun.
I'm already ready for next year's season.
Well, I mean, it starts June first,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's not that far away.
Boston will be in basic training all summer, you know that, right?
Oh, it will?
Yeah, but that'll
Where's
be
he doing
good.
that at?
Missouri,
Oh,
yeah, National Guard,
Nice, cool.
but, doing that all summer long.
wow.
Yeah,
We,
are we ready to go?
I don't know if you say they're lifting weight, but they're,
Yeah, maybe
they're,
talk to him,
Cardio.
hey, in your spare time, lift weights.
yeah.
Do a little more muscle on it.
He was lifting last night after practice.
Do you play
Yeah.
basketball?
So
Yeah, he's gonna play.
Oh, is
that
Yeah.
Jack Foster, did he want to compare his
He did
spreadsheet
not.
with what
No.
National paid out? Is that what he was asking for?
When they want
And he-
Austin,
when he was saying they don't have a record.
He needs a few weeks
he wants to
himself.
know, he brought up that Donovan paid himself something, well, he probably went and got something, and it's a
Yeah,
reimbursement.
reimbursed.
I'm only gonna have 7 kids for this week.
All they have to do is ask to see that
Yeah,
claim
no
number,
felt
and they'll
trouble.
show when he was reimbursed.
Gus getting.
But we're not getting that information from him, we will get that.
That's horrible too.
Right.
I wish I would have had a kid.
Yeah.
Adult, like 2 weeks after, I couldn't even swallow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
it's so
thinking they on the board.
painful, yeah, it's right after.
Gus doesn't have to wait.
I thought-
Yeah,
Now, he wants us to, acknowledge that they want to have them on Zoom, their board meetings, well. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, dude,
We're
is it
not-
a law
We're not
that
saying they
boards have to be on Zoom?
the boards can do their own, they can record it. and
As
go
long as they're
from there.
taking minutes,
Yeah.
right? That's all they have to
Yeah.
do.
but, what they're gonna say is they don't have, they don't have the.
Technology.
Yeah, the technology or the manpower, but they'll probably say, can you guys help us if you're gonna require it? It's not required by law. for them.
Right.
Right.
I just have them take their own notes and
Turn
their
it in.
reading stuff.
And what they're doing, Sarah said that he's turning in all their minutes. So they can
Oh,
be
yeah,
on file in the.
Yeah.
Great about minutes and
I'm
agendas.
fine.
Those are all on the website.
Well, if you guys wanna ask, or put on the agenda to talk to them about logs or whatever, but that's something you guys.
No, I'm not, yeah, he just said that, asked us if we'd look into it, and we just said that we did. Just let them do what they're doing, we're thankful that we have people. Keep pushing and I think I have no way. I mean, they can step up and do it. All right, we'll head into task order number 13, 2025 DSSMR update for Great West Engineering. Was they getting on or they just wanted to
I
start?
don't know what they are. I think just for approval.
This is the
You have the link anyways.
on-call
Yes.
engineering service with Great West. It's a 13,000 is determined by consultant agreement, amount cannot be exceeded without client's written approval. This is kind of like when we call and have them want to do extra stuff. I just entertain a motion to accept it.
I'll motion to accept task order number 13 with Great West Engineering.
I'll second that.
Public comment? Being none, all in favor? Aye. Carried back. The next one's a resolution, 2025. It's a resolution authorizing the loan. We talked and Blaine explained it. We kind of jumped ahead of ourselves, but we're trying to make sure we had it all ready, so we're good to go.
Explain it again.
Yeah.
Now,
I can go on for 20 minutes.
Yes. No.
and this is,
The one correction in the resolution that was on the website is the replacement cost of the truck for the extension office was 46,814, so that would make the loan 30,419. That was the only correction.
So this is the first reading, right?
Yes,
So we don't sign anything now.
no, second reading next
well,
week.
don't say the first reading, it just says the county expenditure and physical year discussion decision.
First
And
reading.
then the next one's first reading.
First reading.
The next agenda.
At 10:30.
I just went by and went through. I can put it all in one, it's easier.
Sorry.
Don't confuse the chair.
Lane, you look at this too.
Oh yeah, I'll take the responsibility for confusing.
Now we're just waiting for the ventilation project for the county jail. Did they get their heater going? I had a
think
call
so.
that they didn't have no heat and that they might have.
Oh, I thought it was a hot water heater was not working.
It was a heater,
Heater.
like a boiler. I don't know if that guy was gonna go over. I don't know if that's Johnson, they'll find out.
I think they did.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't-
Can't make it comfortable, it's jail.
All the prisons had a horrible time with water and everything. Yeah, that's, I
Really?
think they got it fixed, but yeah, it was-
That's it.
they were packing water around.
They're still packing?
No, I think it's fixed, but they were.
Over here,
Yeah,
jail.
Deer Lodge, yeah.
It was on TV.
Really?
Yeah. And find the. Maybe we can bring that, talk about that. Let's probably close it and talk about that other, yeah,
Personnel matters.
with Rico.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, bring up about, when he's here too, about last week for travelers. Drawing version of 35
Oh,
per
yeah.
hour.
That's on the, yeah, that's on the agenda, right? No, oh, it's not.
I think we were just gonna talk to him about.
No, we just was gonna talk to them about it, didn't we? No, I asked him about no speed machines, where they're at.
Yeah.
Trailers running, not where they're at.
So I can hear kind of out of this.
That guy yell into one ear.
If I'm really ignoring you. Yeah.
Throw the stress ball at you.
Let you guys draw.
We're great.
Your friend. You have to tell me too, you know, cause I guess one year, someone didn't get something.
It's all Secret Santa,
It is kinda, except I know.
except for you know.
Okay.
Who's that? You know. Oh, I thought so. Jesus.
What do you get?
Wow, they glued together?
No,
Thanks for doing this.
Yeah.
yeah,
17?
well, is that what you guys decided?
Gotta go for court.
Yeah.
And I think Carol was saying the 17th,
Oh.
so.
It's on your, the court calendar.
It's on the
Give me
calendar.
that, no, what did
Is
you
it
want-
okay
what-
to,
Never mind.
it goes into one?
Yeah, the resolution says that, yeah, it's posted on the doors.
Okay. No need.
Black spits are true.
Or I can get it in for one.
Ooh,
Look at the
I know, you don't
resolution.
do, you don't even.
I mean, look at that. Yeah, I
Why not?
mean, one, maybe again.
We technically could get it in for 2 weeks, that day would be 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I'm,
gotta tell me,
And website,
or you
right?
gotta show me, or.
that's Scott.
You said they all got each
You
other.
can lump the call, lump the call, it's coming.
I get enough, I get enough, then I keep myself warm over there.
Yeah, yeah. That and the beard. yeah.
So, Teresa, would you do me a favor as long as you're going back into your office? I need a copy of the A101 and the receipt probably that's attached.
Okay.
The fans.
There.
And you're using your lunchbox too.
Yeah, we have more over there if you
Oh,
want
is
one.
it?
Yeah, what do we?
More bags?
They were giving those away at Grizz games. We got about 20 of those
Oh,
big
yeah.
Grizz on them that size.
Oh, they should say
Uh,
Bobcat. Just
Yeah,
kidding.
2 weeks, 2 weeks, if the Grizz can get there.
You're a Bobcat, right? I know, I better get the hell out of here.
You're- Yeah.
When are we supposed to be using the
I mean,
elevator?
I am a Bobcat fan, just one day out of the year.
Yeah. You know,
When they play the grid?
They play the Grizz.
Oh.
The only time I ever hear about it.
Let's see, go sports.
Niggas coming
Huh?
Go sports.
thanks.
Yeah, thank
So-
you.
Go Montana.
I don't know, the Cats, though, they're the only ones recruiting Montana kids anymore, so I might have to kind of start
Come
going
on,
that way.
okay, there's a Flicker Tide playing for the Grizz.
Yeah.
It was the Cats first.
Oh, yeah. What time is the party? Noon to one or?
Usually noon to one. That's usually, that's
Yeah,
what we did last year.
So if we just put it on the website, we don't have to put it in the paper,
I was gonna look at the resolution if you want me to.
because we did say close for lunch
Last
Yeah.
year we did.
for,
Yeah, might wanna put in the paper once,
For a week.
yeah,
Flyers.
like by where you put the agenda.
Scott's gonna save money.
No? Alright.
I said, put it on the website, just.
Flyers on the doors.
Yeah, it does say post on doors.
Yeah.
Required. The thing is, not very many people look on the website.
But it was on the door
I know.
earlier, but
Not very many.
Yeah, put it on the door.
door, but yeah, it'd get more notice out on the.
And email it.
Your guys' decision. Yeah, email.
We're used to getting yelled at, thinking election next week.
Do things still get posted at the post office and?
Yep. In the
So
store.
posted at post office?
They do, I
Yeah.
seen it in our agendas on the.
Oh,
board.
yeah, I do
Yep.
it every Thursday.
All the post offices.
Cause when they were saying.
Wherever.
Yeah.
Yeah, wherever,
Yeah,
wherever it's, our agenda and stuff is posted.
They get it up in Drummond.
yep,
Paul, I've seen it there before, I haven't. seen it
yeah, I
yet,
mail it to
but-
all Drummond Clinton. No, Drummond Princers,
Yeah,
Oh,
Paul VFW Clinton is where I mail it.
Yeah, you never see.
And then
it.
I quit.
I just, yeah, they're in Missoula County, some of them go in there and shop out of Granite County, but.
Yeah, I just sent it to the postmaster, to the post office. I don't know, that's what I was told to do, trained to do. And then I bring it to the store and the post office here. Those new cop cars are nice. Did you see those, Blaine?
oh, the top,
Yeah.
Tahoe there, or one or both,
I saw one. I didn't,
is there two there?
they got two.
Yeah,
Whether they're both here, I don't know, but I saw one. It's really nice.
good.
They were out there playing with the saying something
Sure.
about taking shelter, and I was like, what is going on?
There's the high sheriff.
Here.
How's it going?
Hi, Nico.
How's
Come on up,
it?
you're on.
I'm up.
You're up.
We're waiting on you.
Here's the under sheriff.
Hey, I'm not sticking around for very long, I was just wondering what the update on that was.
I kinda told him when I
Oh,
got
yeah.
on the phone, but we,
Alright, yeah, is it wait a little bit, you ready for it, or?
Well, I think we're just waiting for it, I'll
Alright.
wait on that.
Yeah,
It doesn't
okay.
stop like that.
Alright.
You look at it.
Okay. Judge will be
In the
in,
middle.
in file.
oh,
Good.
I handed it first, so I'm not pretty close.
Next year. So I think it's
Yeah.
5
See,
days, right? So
Aaron is,
you get within 5 days.
Or is it-
tomorrow?
Yeah, sir.
No, I didn't mean, that looks like gibberish. No, okay. Scott, it doesn't have.
yeah.
But yeah,
Like, confirm, yeah.
I'll send out an email, and I'll talk to everyone.
All right, sounds good. Thanks.
Thanks.
Yep. Have a good one.
Yeah.
What, you need going?
kind of, don't remote.
What do they need?
So, talking to Don, Don's been great, by the way, he's been over there helping us with the boiler stuff, so. This is different, kind of goes in the same realm as this, so, they had the boiler stuff work a couple weeks ago. Ended up being like control box that turns it on and off.
Yeah.
It's going on, what, 12 years old now? Stopped working. Easy day, you know, they came in there, oh yeah, it's your problem. JC came in there. We'll get you a new one. Got us a new one, that'll work for the time being, right? Well, turns out it kept shutting off again. So they did it something to like override it, so it keeps working. And, you know, safe, but it'll keep working. Well, I got they come in there, I was in Scobie that day. These guys, Comfort Systems came in. And then the flume, the exhaust for the boiler was full of corrosion. It was totally flawed shut.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the, carbon monoxide issue.
Yeah, they tested there was none,
All right.
but that it was kicking it off. That's what it
They
was.
said there was sense in that.
Right. So, they cleaned that out and I still have it. It's a 50-gallon garbage can full of crud. So, oh crap, they cleaned it out, they retaped it, they did what they can. So what it is, it's that old chimney, it comes out of an old chimney, and that corrosion from the brick and stuff, it's just starting to deteriorate and it clogs up the system. So they're coming in tomorrow, Comfort Systems, and they're gonna see about doing a job, lining that chimney, so you don't get any more corrosion. That's not what this is, that's tomorrow they're coming over, to look at that. And then the control box they put in is failing again. So Don say, I can get you on limp mode for now, get you going. So I go in there every other day and kind of check it out, reset it if I have to.
Did you already pay for that replacement?
No,
Not working?
no, I haven't received any bills for it or anything like that. So I got two companies involved here, and because we were in emergency mode, it was that all that stuff, so. JC wasn't available, so we had to call somebody else to come in there, get her done.
Would you see that Johnson Controls said they came and inspected the boilers and never had, and they had a initial to look like from Don, and Don said that wasn't his initials.
So,
So that needs to be looked into.
not a boiler guy, wasn't the Navy, I was never bought. But I know that clogging was a big thing, I think in that just kind of made everything else fail.
You need this back or?
Yeah, that's kind of something to do with the boiler, so. I had Comfort Systems come in and they came down, they looked at the boiler, and they looked at the whole ventilation system of the jail. And how it's working for summer and winter. As you guys know, I think we run 4 or 5, not as many as you guys, I think we run 4 window ACs during the summer. And that's for like inmates too, like the ACs, and they're going 24/7. I imagine, I don't think it's very efficient. One upstairs, one in dispatch. They can't really use a lot of times, it's so loud.
Right.
You know, when you're on the phone doing that one call, they gotta turn it off, so. Anyway, one in the office. I'm sure, I don't know how much it costs to run 4 window ACs 24/7. Sure, it's quite a bit. And then this ventilation system too, it works to the temperature all the way down to like 15 degrees, so it makes it a little more efficient.
42,081.
It's like central ventilation for the jail, where
Central air.
central air and heat, and then sort of a heating source as well, to take the burn off the boiler.
Sure, our users are going on, I think.
And that's, well, that's the other thing, we got problems in the summertime, so you guys been in the jail, right? So it's not made for all that computer stuff, it sits in that living room, and it gets super hot in there, there's no ventilation in that room whatsoever.
So a lot of sometimes when the really hot days, it starts to overheat a little bit, we get beeping noise and stuff, gotta call over, unplug stuff for a little bit, reset it and set it back.
So they're coming in tomorrow?
They're coming tomorrow for the chimney issue. They already came in for this. This
Okay.
came in last month.
This is done?
This is the quote done, yes.
No, it's just a quote though,
Oh,
that,
it's
yeah,
just a
it's
quote.
a quote.
Yeah.
Well, would you have extra probably in county building? Yeah,
I think it
look,
needs
it's
to be
more
done
necessary than,
about it years ago. It's kind of got shoved off,
Right.
but I think it definitely needs to have something to make it.
So just so you know, though, this is not the boiler per se. I mean, this will ease the burden on the boiler. The boiler quote is coming tomorrow. The guy's coming in to give us a quote on what that's gonna cost. I don't think it's gonna cost that much, honestly.
We had troubles with that boiler, and that's why I'm wondering if it had, just because it wasn't ventilating back pressure into the.
I have a feeling that's what it ended up being. I was amazed.
Oh, shit.
so we need a new boiler.
Well, I don't know if they might be able to, now that they got the air that will circulate, and it's not back flushing into the boiler.
I don't think we're there yet with a new boiler. That's just my opinion. I think they can probably get this one working. I mean, eventually down the road, obviously, we might need a new one, but I think if you fix the ventilation in that, then you get the controllers.
At least it will breathe and that motor won't sit there just fighting, trying to get rid of that excess exhaust.
So, but the way we're getting by is like, and the way the jail's designed is the heat that from the back, people in the back, the jail is different. It's a whole different, it's just gas and a big, huge heater that's probably older than, you know.
The wall
already-
heater coming in.
Yeah, it's pretty old. And then like that keeps it warm there. So the boiler, thank God, else we have problems. We have to move people. And then the inmate that's in front, we put an electric heater in there, turn it on with a
Well,
boiler.
we see what's in there and if we can reach stuff before we approve it.
Okay, so with this here is a,
Central air.
yeah,
This
that's
is
the air.
this draw, and then tomorrow is the boiler part.
Tomorrow's the boiler, so.
Yep.
Tomorrow, are they gonna look
Maybe
in
any-
the back where, and see if there's something where they can connect and have central heating?
So no, they're gonna just give me a quote on, to line the chimney, so we don't have any more corrosion.
Just so it don't, they're gonna redo the whole chimney inside and go up through there, so it's a stainless
Yeah.
steel. Never sit there.
Yep.
How many days do you think they'll take to do this project?
He said it probably about a week.
So you'd have to put all the inmates out for a week
No.
or, no?
No,
Work around them.
yeah, we work around it.
All right.
Okay, it's gonna give them air conditioning in the summer, central. Which might be,
And so much heat.
Especially with all them computers, then the heat, then we'll have better heat over there too.
Yeah. it's a must, it's not a luxury thing, it's a must.
No, it'll just cause a problem with the boiler and the electronics too, right? And then, like I said, efficiency wise, like running these window AC.
Right.
I said, I don't see the power bill. So,
Did,
It's not true, you know, it's funny how in some of these other buildings we're paying more and it's like, well, like down the whole shop, which is skinny.
right.
And I went in the other day, just I thought, oh, what,
Heating a big area.
Yeah,
it's like 80 degrees.
Okay, need a motion.
Yeah, it's up to, yeah, we go ahead and we need to fix it, get it done, but
Okay.
when did you think you'd wanna start on it?
it would be. I'm talking, the same guy, it's giving me this quote in the job and coming tomorrow.
Okay, when,
I think he's thinking more of the spring, yeah.
so we'll figure out and then
Okay.
see what, if we can put it all together and just do one thing, if he's gonna fix, get
Okay,
a little better price on it.
Sure.
wouldn't I want, because it's on the agenda for the ventilation project, wouldn't we wanna make a motion
We can
to
table it,
accept this proposal from Comfort Systems USA for the base price of 42,081 right now for the ventilation, and make another motion when,
we can table it for next week when he finds out more on, it. Cause they might see, when he comes tomorrow and starts looking, there
Okay.
might be some other stuff that might.
Sure.
It's gonna be a spring project.
Table the.
It'll
so,
be this week.
so you table this till next week?
Yeah, and then that way, after we find out what's on the boiler, I know we gotta do it, but maybe we can get, well, if we do this and do it, just let's do it all at once.
I can ask him for one quote. be
For
good.
one quote for everything.
Unless you guys want
Right, go
separate,
ahead.
I'll ask for one quote and then 2 separate jobs, how's that, just because of price. I can't meet a certain criteria, I'm sure for money wise. It's over 80 or whatever, but I don't think it's gonna cost that much to land, Jim.
Probably should.
But that's something they're gonna have to, they'll probably get on that right away, so that's something we could approve right away. I guess we could say right now, otherwise we're gonna be fighting that boiler all winter, if they could get on it, we could approve it right now, just go
Yeah,
ahead.
that'd be a good idea.
Go ahead and do.
Go with it.
Yeah, we can approve it, when there's no sense of waiting, I'm sorry, I was thinking.
You're talking about the
Being
line,
cheap.
the lining and the computer.
Yeah.
module.
Well, otherwise it's gonna be another week, and then
Yeah.
another week, and then that
Yeah,
boiler thing needs to be fixed tomorrow.
Yeah,
They
it
might
needs to be-
come right back out and do it.
It
so
needs to get fixed.
Let's just prove both of them and move on.
Okay, so the motion would be to fix boiler and to accept the proposal for the,
Ventilation, and
ventilation from Comfort Systems USA.
this one will come in the spring and the other one needs to be done last.
So is this one gonna be done in the spring?
but the motion you're calling for is to line the
Chimney.
exhaust, the chimney,
For sure.
and to repair the boiler. Instead of the central air.
No,
And then we're gonna accept it.
Oh, it's okay. Oh,
I
okay,
just,
all right.
I was gonna put it off till next week. No, you got it.
All
Go
right,
for it. You got it.
I got it.
all right, so,
Okay.
line
Want me
the
to make a
chimney,
motion?
Okay.
line the chimney,
Right,
then,
but that is called the ventilation project.
No.
oh, that's different. Yeah,
The
Don't
boy-
we have to put the new thing in
We're
to
gonna,
ventilate it to,
it's gotta be, but the ventilation, he brought this proposal as of, air conditioning heater. The other one just with our boilers and cleaning the chimney. And that needs to be cleaned so the ventilation goes up.
and line. So step-
Want me to
That's
make the
separate.
motion?
The lining is separate.
Don't hear out of 1 year.
All right, we'll make the motion, go ahead and accept the ventilation for 42,000, that'll be done in the spring. And the other one is a motion to go ahead and let them get right on the boiler and get that done, which is to clean the chimney and line it so it has better ventilation for the boiler.
I'll second it.
And isn't there another component to the boiler that needs
Well,
repaired too?
they'll fix it all.
no, when he comes look at it. he'll let me
Okay,
know.
all right.
But I'm sure there is, I have a control box.
So this all combined in one
Yeah.
motion. Yep, what he said, got it.
All in
Or
favor?
second,
Or public
second, someone
Yeah,
second? Oh,
we did.
okay.
Public comment? All in favor?
I,
Sorry about that.
no, that's fine.
Did you let Rico know about
We want to go into a
the
closed.
glass that we're doing
Oh,
for
Val
Val?
talked here?
Yeah, no,
You
I
all right
think,
with that?
no, I'm good with that, yeah, no, I
I came
appreciate
in
it.
to see you, fight for your busy.
Yeah, I appreciate you looking after that, so, but
I was, and then we'll go into a close, we got a person on and we're talking about,
okay,
so we'll close it.
oh,
Ready?
Alrighty, entertain a motion to adjourn. Or I can say we're.
I motion to adjourn.
Job today, thanks.